Can Donald Trump make America great again?
Oh, I think we're going to see a dawn of a positive new era, actually, a return to common sense. And I also think one where we move away from this globalist agenda and a return to, like statehood and sovereignty, where we put our own countries first. So I think it'll have a knock-on effect. So I'm very excited. I wish I'd have worn my MAGA hat.
Doesn't matter what he does. We're not going to put our country first, Andrea. I mean, you look, Keir Starmer, it's all about... What's that, what?
Not under the socialists, but I think it'll...
Exactly.
The next few years, I think people will see in Britain what they're doing in America, and they'll want it here in Britain. So I think that's what.
So what? We'd stop giving money away to the whole world. We don't have any money of our own, and yet we give billions to Ukraine. I don't know what else. We hand money out, right, left, and centre, and whatever.
As well. I mean, one thing that I thought was great. Trump's talking about pulling out the climate change, Paris Climate Change Agreement, which, was starting to last time, and they returned under Biden. I think that's great, because what he's saying, I don't know if you heard him yesterday when he said that is going to wipe away this climate change policies and unleash American energy. And I think that's what we need to do here in Britain. And I also, other things that he's going to do is, did you see he's also going to be pushing back on men playing in women's sports? And it's like, hallelujah. So I think this common sense approach, people are sick of being silenced. I think it'll be a return to free speech, especially with the influence of Elon and X. I think as I said, it's really going to be a new era that we're going to come into globally.
Just looking at the village people dancing there behind them, very good. But Andrea, are you saying what you've just said there? Do you actually think there is an appetite for that in Britain, that we should look after ourselves more before we turn elsewhere?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, look. People are struggling. We saw the energy prices shoot up, and it's my old government as well with this crazy climate change agenda. I've always pushed back on this myself, and we've seen what Ed Miliband's doing, and people are sick of it. They're struggling financially, and it's like, what about here in Britain? I mean, one thing I'm doing is I hate to see homeless people on the street, especially when it's our veterans. And so if I get elected, I'm going to bring this policy. I went across to Hull last week, and they do this Homes for Heroes policy. And I think it's things like this, putting our own British people at the forefront of things, is important. And I certainly think that's what Trump's going to do in America.